Hello and welcome to my must-play games that came out on the 7th generation of consoles, part 2. If you haven't seen the first part, maybe check that one out first. I hope you enjoy the video. Without further ado, let's get to it. Afro Samurai. Based on the famous anime with Samuel Jackson, what's not to love? Slicing and dicing your way across feudal Japan with a futuristic twist. This game is one of a kind and a hell of a lot of fun. The art style is really appealing and the soundtrack is absolutely banging, as it was put together by one of music's legends, that is RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. This title is definitely worth your time. Grid 2. Burning rubber and undercutting racers is always fun, and this racing title is no different. You own your own racing team and you compete for top pole position in this beautiful game. The gameplay is halfway between an arcade racer and a simulation game. When I first played it, I thought I'd play it for 10 minutes and put it down, but my god was I wrong. I got completely hooked and I enjoyed every second of it. In my opinion, it's the best grid game in the series, and it had to be on this list. Toy Story 3, a toy adventure game loosely based on the beloved film. This is a must-play for anyone who loves the Toy Story franchise, as it is great to run around famous locations and it never gets old bumping into a very familiar roster of NPCs. Plus, it is a great little platformer with loads of items to collect and a lot of things to do. Left 4 Dead. Get ready to part the undead sea of zombies as if you were Moses in this beloved multiplayer shooter. You play as one of 4 as you battle through destroyed hotels and abandoned shopping malls, all while shooting up hundreds of zombies at a time. This game is so much fun. Once you got a couple of friends around and you're all hacking down things, oh my god, it's so enjoyable. And I'm not really surprised, as it's made by Valve, and you know what Valve are like, everything they touch is gold dust. Viva Pinata, a cute, colourful candy explosion with animals. I mean, what's not to love? Your goal is to breed as many new pinatas as you can, and make sure their life is as comfortable as possible. This game is great, and it's really one of a kind. I got a friend who's invested hours into this title, and it's definitely worth the time. It's one of those games where you just can't help but get lost in it and put more and more hours in as time flies by. Great. Azure's Wrath, an episodic adventure with demons and days. Playing as Azure, one badass mofo with serious anger problems, who quite frankly, I think he just needs to talk to somebody. But instead, you pummel your way through your problems in this insane, larger-than-life title. Honestly, this game is batshit crazy. It's almost like every level is the last, if you know what I mean. It's just balls to the wall, turned up to 11. It's absolutely madness, and I love it. I'd love to see a sequel, because it's so unique and just crazy. Journey. Floating over a desolate desert, you embark on one of the most unique multiplayer games of all time. I don't want to give away the secret for anyone who has never played this game, but you have to take my word for it. It's an absolute one of a kind. You play as a scarf-wearing loner who is lost in a mesmerising world, but you soon find out things are not as they seem in this one-of-a-kind experience. It's definitely a must-play. Tomb Raider. Crystal Dynamics are back, once again with its beloved series, this time with Square Enix in their corner, giving them some seriously deep pockets. And it shows. The graphical content and the textures are gorgeous, and the storyline is really engrossing too. I love this reboot of the traditional Tomb Raider. In my opinion, it brought it up to date and made it a little bit more edgy. It's so much fun playing this, and it's definitely worth your time. Saints Row the Third, a rude, absurd adventure with more charm than Freddie Mercury in a pink tutu. This title has it all. At its core, it's a GTA clone, but I feel like that's underplaying how great this game really is. It's so much fun, and it's laugh out loud funny. There's a character in it that's called Zemos, and he's some sort of pimp. Either way, every bit of dialogue he has is truly hilarious, making you excited for every encounter with him. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the game is rated 18 for a good reason. It's super adult and well out there. Awesome. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the cream of the crop of first-person shooters. This game, at the time, changed how people played online and interacted with each other. The online multiplayer took the world by storm because it was so accessible and so enjoyable. But the real diamond in the rough is the storyline. It's short but sweet. This narrative takes you on all sorts of highs and lows, and there are such great missions in this, such as the famous All Gillied Up, one of my favourites. It keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time, and it makes for such a great gaming experience. Well, that was my list of 10 must-play games that came out on the 7th generation of consoles, part 2. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If not, I'm sure this will cheer you up.